Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chet Davis, and here's a look at the top stories we're following tonight. Flint City Councilman Leon L. Alamin has now been arraigned on felony and misdemeanor charges. Court records show he was formally charged yesterday with assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, and domestic violence. Court records also show he cannot have drugs or alcohol, recreational marijuana, or possess or purchase a gun as part of conditions of his arraignment. He must also follow orders for no assaultive behavior and cannot have contact with the victim. His bond was set at $7,500. His next court date is July 24th. The 35th district in the state Senate has remained vacant since January, but now there's a new campaign to fill the seat. Pamela Pugh, the president of the Michigan State Board of Education, who ran as a Democrat, is now running for the district that covers Saginaw, Bay, and Midland counties. The seat has been vacant since Kristen McDonald-Rivet was sworn in as Michigan's 8th district representative in Congress on January 3rd. Pugh says she's committed to protecting public education, health, infrastructure, and our environment from privatization and the influence of corporate interests. You can learn more about Pugh and her campaign on WNEM.com. A restaurant serving up the best of what Michigan has to offer will dish out its last helping this weekend. My Table in Bay City announced, quote, a new steward will be taking over soon, so its last day of operation will be Sunday, closing at 4 that afternoon. The Facebook post says an update about the new owners will be shared soon. Now here's Chris with your First Alert forecast.
Chet, the weekend forecast looks like a bit of a split, but not a complete washout at this time for Saturday. Some scattered showers, likely a few thunderstorms, and then on Sunday, partly to mostly sunny skies. Looks like the winds will be manageable both days over the weekend, and we have a pretty nice day before we get there. Temperatures tonight dropping to the 40s and 50s, and then back to the middle and upper 70s tomorrow. It looks like a beautiful night for Friday Night Live. Temperatures are expected to be in the mid-70s at the start, with upper 60s by the end of the night. Your First Alert Pinpoint Doppler radar shows conditions are quiet tonight. We've got some clouds that are still working their way through the area, but starting to see some clouds diminish off to the north, so that clearing will move from north to south across the area tonight. We'll fast forward to Friday night because tomorrow's expected to be filled with sunshine. You'll likely see some clouds increase into Saturday. The morning hours we could see rain, but likely waiting until the afternoon and evening for most areas. And even then, the coverage of rain expected to be scattered, so no need to cancel plans for now. However, we will be watching how these forecasts evolve as we go through the next 24 hours and should have a better idea of the simulated radar and type of coverage of showers and storms as we get closer to Saturday tomorrow. Temperatures are expected to be in the upper 70s to low 80s early next week, mid 80s on Tuesday, near 90 on Wednesday, upper 80s on Thursday.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.